We are feeling super festive today. 15-time Grammy-winning artist Alicia Keys. She's been performing her holiday songs in our studio all morning long.
How lucky are we?
Happy.
And it's Alicia's first ever Christmas album called Santa Baby. She's going to be singing for us a little later. But first, we want to catch up.
Yes.
Alicia, your first album, your first Christmas album?
My first holiday album. I love it so much. It's so fun. I think there's something, you know, because I've never done this before, there's something really magical about performing during this time. We lit up the tree and we're able to be here. And it's just so many kind of whimsical, fun things you can do. I'm doing a holiday masquerade ball.
I know.
What's that about?
What is that? What do you wear to a holiday masquerade ball?
Oh, well, you have to get really fancy and fantastic. And you have to wear a mask. It's like all about the mask. And that's how you get. Y'all need to come.
We want to come. Are we invited?
It's on Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes.
We're
and then it's
free.
It's going to air live on December 21st.
Is it in New York?
And it's in New York.
Your hometown of New York. You know
Let's
what?
go.
I'm just picturing Alicia Keys, a little girl in New York, having Christmas. What was Christmas like for you as a little girl?
Well, you know, my mother and she raised me a single mother, so it was always about me and my mother. Like, that's the vibe. And so I do remember we definitely sometimes we had bigger holidays where we'd get with all the cousins and the uncles and the aunts, because she has a big, big family, 9 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
So once in a while it'd be like that. But a lot of times it was kind of a little bit more quiet and personal, and it would be our tree and us and just our little moments
Was there
together.
music?
Definitely music. I don't remember playing a bunch of like on piano, playing a bunch of Christmas songs, but we always played music
Throughout
in
the
the
house.
Yeah.
And what was it like Christmas morning? Were you like one of those kids who woke up at the crack of dawn and waited?
What kid doesn't wake up at the crack of dawn? It's like, that's the vibe.
Staring at the tree.
It's the best. And like, Mommy, can we open it? Can we open it? Can we open it? It was just exciting.
Now talk about your kids.
Yes.
Right. How do you try to keep that kind of magic in your house?
You know, my kids are amazing. They're so incredible. They also are very, very excited about the holidays. One of the things we do, one of our traditions, is we do handmade gifts on Christmas Eve. So we'll pick names, kind of like a Secret Santa, and then each of us will make the gift. You know, it's okay if you don't, you know, maybe you want to personally make it, but whatever it is, it has to be really thought about for that person.
Oh,
so you're not
love
just
that.
buying whatever. You're creating a special experience. And then on Christmas Eve, I think that makes it really magical because it reminds you of the meaning, you know, really being here for each other and the giving and the thoughtfulness. And sometimes that can get lost.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
By the way, you're right.
You know.
Now, do you and your husband like to give big gifts or little gifts?
He's a bit of a big gift giver.
Like, let's make all the husbands feel bad. Tell us what he does.
I won't ever tell you because first of all, he's incredible. He's so thoughtful. He's the most beautiful husband in the universe. He's so giving. He just wants to make me happy in every way. Sometimes to the point where I'm like, babe.
Okay, you just made them all feel bad.
The present. What was it about him that made you choose him?
Honestly, we are very, very similar, believe it or not. I think a lot of people see us, and we are quite different on the outside, it seems like. He's quite boisterous and very, like, over the top, and I'm very kind of zen and, like, you know, like, but together we make the perfect match. And in a lot of ways, we're very much alike because we both started very young. We both, you know, had a lot of responsibilities at an early age, and so I think we understand each other in a way, lifestyle-wise, that most people wouldn't.
We interviewed somebody a while ago, a pastor, and he said one of his rules, or he thinks is a good rule, is to reintroduce yourself to your spouse every 5 years.
Ooh.
Hi, Swizz, I'm Alicia now. I used to like eating that. No, I don't like it so much. I used to love that. Do you feel your relationship kind of evolving, and how do you keep it current?
Absolutely. I think that's the exciting part to me, is that it's always changing. I'm changing. He's changing. He wants me to change. I want him to change. I think there's this idea about change that we get really freaked out about, and we don't want to change, or we don't want our partners to change. I think that growth is what makes it beautiful. So every time I meet him, I do meet a new version. I'm like, well, that's what you're feeling, and it's exciting to me.
Cool.
And same for me. But I do like this, because I do think sometimes you have to, the reintroducing yourself. I think sometimes you do have to say, this is who I am, and this is what I feel, and this is what I want or don't want. And, you know, we do have to keep communicating.
Being honest.
I love that.
So I love that.
We were talking about how blessed your kids are because they have just like the best music DNA ever. Like,
Thank you.
have have to be talented, and they are.
Yeah.
How do you like make that balance where it's like something that they can love,
What's
and
happening
also,
here,
I mean,
Oh, this is Egypt. This is Egypt performing at Mannheim, Germany, in front of 17,000 people on tour this summer. We were there. He put together this whole piece himself. He arranged all the pieces. And I asked him if he wanted to get on stage and perform, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, you're going to practice and show me what you're going to do. And he put it together, and he tried for sound check. And I was like, you know what? Me and his dad were talking, maybe let's wait for the next show. He tried it this time. It's not rushed. He was like, no, he's ready. And I was like, well, let's maybe give him a break. So I said to Egypt, do you want to do it? He was like, I'm going to do it. I said, are you sure? He was like, I'm sure. And he just walks out on
was
stage.
he nervous?
Obviously not. I was like, what the? He walks out on stage because I had to go change. So I said, Egypt, play him some songs. He plays this medley that he arranged.
I can't.
So are they geniuses? What is happening here?
They might be.
Yeah, they are.
Might be.
Just like their mom.
And their dad.
And their dad. That's the crazy thing about DNA.